Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I wanted to show a little happy mail that I got. Now, I got a package that I don't know who it was sent by because there was no tag in the package, but it came from my wish list on Amazon. And this is a beautiful Winsor & Newton gold ink, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you all this, see what you can see, if you can see it sparkle. I don't know if you've seen this before, but you do have to shake this up because the gold sits down at the bottom, so you shake it up. And then you get this gorgeous iridescent gold. I don't know if that shows up terribly well in the camera. I'm trying to get it to show up, but it is absolutely gorgeous stuff. And I'm going to enjoy using this in my coloring books. You can either use it with a dip pen, so one of those glass pens, if you have those, or a metal tipped calligraphy type pen, or you can just use it with your paint brushes. And I'll be using it with paint brushes because I don't know how well I would work with the other ones. But thank you so much. I love this. This is going to be such a fun thing for me to use. And like I said, I don't know who sent it, so I'm thanking you if you're watching the video. I went ahead and you guys have been so kind to give me coffee or tea money is what I call it, because I drink tea, not coffee. And with that money, I went and purchased a couple items myself off of my wish list. One of them, because my pencils are getting, especially this little guy, my white. I have a couple sets of Prismacolors, and this is my last white one out of all of them. So I went and bought myself a nice set of nice large ones. So I'll have at least 12 of these beautiful pencils that I use quite frequently. Even when I'm not using the Prismacolor set, I always end up using the Prismacolor white in my colorings somewhere. So thank you guys for that. And this is the other gift that I got, purchased with the tea money. So the name is going to be hard for me to pronounce. So you have the shish sound in the beginning, and then it's pyrer, and then farben at the end. And if you try to say it with the back of your mouth, it comes out easier, but I don't even know the proper way to say it. I listened to it on Google Translate, and boy, that was not fun. So when you open this box, other than it being absolutely gorgeous, and I love this color here, you get a little bit of information on John Constable here, who helped design these pencils. It comes with this gorgeous little tissue in here to protect the pencils. And then you get a little thank you note from the company and the person down here. Tanani? I didn't see me and names. So here are the pencils. They come in a really nice assortment, and I did notice when I swatched these that they go in increments of 10. So if you have the 72 set, down in the bottom here are the ones that are new to the set. So the top three, I think there are 4 in here. The top 3 trays here are going to be the same as the 72 set. It starts with the whites, kind of goes into skin colors, and then into the reddish oranges. There is a couple of these taken out. I have them right here, so don't freak out that they're not there. They have a beautiful line of the pinks that go into purples and a very nice selection of blues and greens. This is the other color I have out here. The brown selection I found was kind of missing. I had 3 brown pencils, and you know how many colors I like to put in my tree trunks and woodwork, but there are some of the darker oranges up there. So this is the tray that everybody should be interested in the 96 set from the 72, because these are all the new ones. They put them in the bottom. These are not in increments of 10. These are the ones that have the silly numbers like 296. I find that amusing only for the fact that it goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and if you even get into the 200s up there, there's no 294 or even a 293. They could put these in 5s or something. It's just an amusement in my head. I'm sorry. So we have, and I'll get out my color chart here so I can read off. I'm trying to set it here. Let me just move these guys off to the side. Hopefully I won't spill my tea. I did a color swatch on them, so okay. Let's see if I can do this without spilling everything all over the place. Okay, first one is an ivory, because we only had a white before. Now you get an ivory. This one is a pointed shoe, or point shoe, which is kind of the an orangey color. Can we see that part? We're gonna try here. There, I think that's a little better. Okay, point shoe. This one is There's No Place Like Home. They could have put a bigger name on that, couldn't they? This is a gorgeous dark red. I like that. The other reds are kind of orangey on this side of the book. They have Blooming Bouquet, which is a really, really soft, almost like a pastel pink, which will fit nicely between the carnation and pink lemonade over here. They have pink bubblegum, and that one is just a nice, really pretty pink that kind of goes in. The pink shades that they gave you aren't really over here. They're just separate pinks, I think. They have Sassy Pink, and Sassy Pink has got a little more like a hot pink to it. So it'll go in between the fuchsia and the purple pink. They have Periwinkle. I love Periwinkle. Periwinkle's a very pretty color. It's a very soft, so if you wanted to use the Blooming Bouquet and the Periwinkle in like an Easter or a pastel picture, those two are really, really nice. Then we have Terrain Purple, which again I don't find over here. This is a different shade. It's close to a French lavender, but it's got a little more oomph to it. And I have to turn the page. Might be easier to do it this way. We'll go this way. So then we have this one here, which is Wild Pansy. This one, which is French Blue. This one is, and I can't pronounce this one, Santorin Dreams. This one is a beach. W-A-I-M-A-N-L-E, beach. Not sure how to pronounce that. This one is a Deep Ocean. And then the last two ones are Corallis Water and Caribbean Holiday. Both really nice colors. Then we get into the three new greens. You have Lemon Green, which is a gorgeous kind of, if you do it lightly, this could also be a pastel color. It's more of a lemon green instead of a lime green, so it's got more yellow to it. We have Golf Course, which is more like your grass green. And then my favorite green here is Pickle. So it's kind of a light olive. Love that one. We have caramel, which is kind of a red brown. Honey brown, which is kind of a more like a brown with some cream tones to it. And espresso, which is your really dark brown. Then we have a silver these names. This is the silver pencil, which is a silver gray. VIZSLA. You probably be pronouncing that. I can't. So it's got a brown tone to it. So this is like a French gray to me. And then we have pavement gray, which is kind of another warm gray, and then seal, which has a little bit more blue to it. So those are your new colors. Absolutely gorgeous, and it did give you 3 more browns, 3 more of the grays, 3 more of the greens, a little bit more than that in your blue tones. These guys kind of have a green to them, so you could probably separate them 4 of each. You've got the 3 more purples, a few more pinks, and then the ivory and the shoe, which is a kind of an orange color. Absolutely beautiful colors in this whole selection. So this is, like I said, I did a swatching, and you have a lot of the yellows into the kind of yellow-orange, down into the orange reds, pinks, the purples, the blues, the greens. See how big of section of green you have in this. It goes on to the other page, which is really nice, because who doesn't need more combinations for those leaves we color? Sometimes you get one of those pages and you don't want all the leaves to look the same. This is nice. We go into the browns, which I thought were pretty small, but when you add the new colors in, it'll work really well. And then, of course, the new colors. And you've got a nice black and some nice grays here, too. So, and then the last set. I didn't have enough circles, so the last parts got put on this one. So I was going to show you what I was playing with when I got out these 2 colors. This one is carnation, and this one is ruby brown. And I thought they were really pretty, so I thought I would color a little flower with it. So I just took the 2 colors. This is the page that I did a video on all the skin tones, and I just went with the pen pastels, did the leaves, and put a layer of light pink in the roses. This is all pen pastel. The pink back here is these pencils, and the pink on these flowers are also these pencils. So I was going to move the camera down and let you see on, we'll just do this little rosebud here, how these lay down. If I can get a little closer here. I'll put that color down here. These are a oil-based pencil. There was information on the back of the package that I could read for you that I didn't do. Oh dear. Just stick all these guys back in the way they're supposed to go. And I'll turn over the box. Okay. They are artist grade quality, premium pigment, bright vivid colors, color, name, and number on every pencil, deep saturated colors, oil-based lead 3.3 millimeter, creamy texture, and non-toxic. Should have read all that before. So here we have the name of the pencil, and then on the back you have the name and the number of the color. The barrels, I got tea in my fingernail. Sorry about that. I use loose leaf tea, and I have to pick it out of the jar, so sometimes I get little tea leaves underneath my fingernails. we get the color code or paint on the top, which is, you know, they're not always the best picking this color to match that color. But I mean, you know, it's pink, so if you're going that way on the bottom of the box, you can see where your pinks are. That's why I swatched them out, because this color doesn't even look like that. It's a really nice, soft pink. And then you have this like gold painted down here with a silver line. I mean, they're gorgeous pencils. When I opened them, first off, you have a little bit of a smell because they are oil-based. But, I mean, have them open for like 20 minutes and the smell's gone. So, we're going to do a little coloring here. This is the paper that this is paper from the book that she has. So this is not cardstock or anything. This is just the book. I'm trying to say, this is her page, not the one I did on my copies. This is what I'm trying to say. So, like I said, there is a pan pastel underneath this that has been sealed. So I'm going on top of that. There's a little yellow up in there. These are really soft. So if you're used to your polychromos, these are not hard. I mean, they're hard, but they're, explain it. They're smoother. They feel, to me, creamier going down. They're not crunchy. They're not crumbly. I don't know, blending. I'm just kind of blending these two colors together. And, of course, you know, we're going pink to like a brownish red. They blend nice. And let's see how they play with other pencils. I'll pull out the Prisma White. And we'll pull that down. And that plays nicely with that. Of course, what doesn't play nicely with the Prisma White? Let's see. And then lay nicely down on the white. Find it getting dark with more pressure down here. And I mean, I like them. So I will be doing a dust it off a little bit so you can see how vibrant they are. Of course, the picture's just got a little bit of luminance on top of pan pastel here, so these are going to probably stand out a little bit more. I did the background in here too with these pencils, so just a little quick in the pinks. This is done in the pastels. So anyway, that's how those pencils work. I think they're really nice. I know that these have been around for a while, and I always wanted to pick up the 72 set, but it was always not available when I went to look for it. So I was pretty happy when the 96 set came out. So awesome. So again, I want to thank everybody for their generosity with some tea money, and also for the gift I got. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Bye now.